What's up, Infected, and welcome to the Kwarenteen. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a small little game by the name of Sellswords from Level 99 Games. Sellswords is a tile-laying area control strategy game, essentially, where you and one other player are rival guilds, and you're using your guild members, I guess you can call them, and trying to place your guild members in certain positions and orientations to where you are taking over the rival guild members and bringing them to your side. And the game takes place over 2 stages, and at the end of the second stage, whoever has the most points wins. In Sellswords, the first thing the players are going to do is decide the battlegrounds, whether it be Asgard, or Yggdrasil, or Niflheim, or maybe Ragnarok itself. Then the players are going to go through the large stack of heroes, and you're going to draw the top 12. And then they're going to proceed to draft one at a time. So I would grab one, and then my player would maybe grab one, and then I'll search through and grab one, and then my opponent will do that, so on and so forth, until both players have 6. In Sellswords, the players are going to take turns playing the heroes that they drafted at the beginning of the round. It's very important, however, to bear in mind the numbers on the edges of the hero, and where they are positioned on the board and what facing they're in. For example, if I were to place this knight just like this, and then my opponent were to place Hikaru here, 6 beats 4, so this card would flip and try and switch over to the red team. Play is going to proceed like that until both players have played all 6 of their heroes. Once the last player has placed their hero from their hand, you're then going to score each column and each row, gaining you points based on how many heroes of your color is in each one. Then the players are going to proceed to the second phase of the game and basically do the same thing they did in the first round. You're going to draw the top 12 cards from the hero stack, and then you're going to draft back and forth again until each player has another 6 cards. The players will then continue to play, keeping the battlefield exactly how it is, also keeping in mind that the maximum width and height that the battlefield can be is a 5x5 grid. So by the end of the game, the entire grid will be completely full. Keep in mind, I did just kind of randomly lay these out, but once the last tile has been placed, you will do one final scoring and gain points for each column and each row that you have heroes in, and you will gain points based on the number of heroes in each one. Whoever has the highest points at the end of the second phase is declared the winner. Alright, Sellswords. Well, I should probably mention right out of the gates, I'm already inclined to like Sellswords. I'm a big fan of Level 99 games. There might be an echo, not sure. I'm a big fan of Level 99, and I love BattleCon. I think I've only ever played one of their games that I thought was just alright. So when they sent me this to review, I was already pretty sure I was going to enjoy the game, which I do. Now, Sellswords is a very simple game to learn. It's very easy to pick up and immediately dive in and learn how to play. And then the fact that you get to see all of the heroes and you know what they all are, but you're drafting one at a time, you're going to be able to counterpick, okay, well, I know they picked this because, the cards are double-sided, so you know exactly what they picked. So you go, okay, well, this is what's going to counter that, and you're able to strategize on that. And that's where the depth of this game comes in at, because there's so many heroes and there's so many different combinations, and the fact that you can play off of what your opponent took and what they played and directly counter them, it's super fun, it's super light, and it has, it's not like chess level of depth, but it's got a good level of depth and strategy involved in the game. Now, the game does have one minor issue that I had with it, the fact that some of the heroes are just clearly better than others, and if there's like only one in the 12 cards that you get, obviously somebody's going to get that clearly better hero, and then, you know, once they play it, they could play it at a strategic time and completely turn the tables. With that said, though, it is kind of mitigated with the fact that your opponent picks that card. That's cool. You get to directly counter that card by picking, you know, okay, this is what they picked. What in this hand can I get that is going to counter that? Sometimes you kind of get trash in your hand, but 99% of the time you're not. So it is still a minor issue. It did come up a couple times during our games, but for the most part, the game seems fairly balanced due to that drafting mechanism, because I get to see what you picked. However, one big gripe that I have with a lot of level 99 games is this. This drives me crazy. I hate these types of rule books with a passion. Like, this is cool and all, you know, I can hang this up and it has a little bit more detailed description of what all the heroes in the game do. That's cool, but when I need to try to find one little rule, this is super annoying to have to just unfold this whole thing. I hate that level 99 uses these, and I mean, I get why they do, I guess, but it doesn't make them any less annoying. I hate these rulebooks so much. Overall, I definitely recommend Sellswords. It's got, you know, a good amount of strategy involved to it. It's simple enough that almost anybody can pick it up and learn to play in like less than 5 minutes. The game doesn't take very long to play at all either. However, it does have a decent sized footprint on the table with the 5x5 grid. It gets a little big, but it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, overall, I definitely recommend Sellswords. It's a great little game, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time in the quarantine.